Pour me a cup of that Joe. Welcome to the Teacher's Lounge, baby. Let's start the show.
You want to breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 4 seconds. And then a 6. That's okay. Don't be distracted. And then a 6-second exhale. This is our 4, 6 breathing. Strike 1. Now imagine continuing with our guided imagery. You're getting to the top of a Himalayan mountain, and you pull out your baseball bat and your pumpkin, and you take a big swing. Sorry, Todd, is the...
Hey, listen, I paid for the whole treatment, so if I could get some Hawaii in there too.
Oh, yes.
We got Halloween.
Mahalo for the reminder.
Thank you.
Mahalo.
Thank you. Hawaii?
No, this is part of our Pacific Ocean.
Oh.
Which
So
is not
it's
Hawaii.
different?
Sorry, yes. American.
So it's Hawaii and
Pacific,
also
Californian.
Pacific Californian.
Well, it's sort of
East
has a Northern Californian spa feel as
Is
well.
that the only theme you've added
For
since
now,
last week? For
just
now.
for now.
For now. For now.
Now listen to the dulcet Himalayan winds. Feel yourself.
Is that a little witch's broom?
Yes, I
For
am
Halloween?
walking around with a little witch's broom between my legs.
Howard
just
sleeps
to-
with his eyes wide open over there.
Is he sleeping?
Or he breathes weird.
He's getting up.
I'm not asleep.
Oh.
That's your breathing?
You snore awake?
Do you have awake apnea?
Howard,
Yeah.
you've got to wake up.
You have walking
You've got walking
apnea?
around apnea? Walking around
okay,
apnea?
Okay, we have to stop this now.
Jesus Christ.
God, Howard!
Walking around apnea?
Wait, Howard, were you just asleep?
No, I was wide awake.
So what
Walking
happened there?
around apnea.
So you got to have a walking around CPAP machine.
Yeah, you see this guy right here? This is my C WAP machine.
So
But
you
wait a
walking
second.
around.
You also shook awake just now from being
Yeah, I
awake.
shook off the relaxation. You know what I mean?
Okay,
like, you know,
good.
when you get really relaxed and then you
he
jolt
snaps
awake.
more awake,
Yeah.
it seems.
I was
Snapped
very
harder
awake, and then
into
I
it, not
and then
just
I
snapping out of it, but
No.
snapping back in.
No, anyway.
Well, that
Well,
was
that
nice.
explains
I'm
why we
feeling
never
good.
noticed this before.
Yeah, I'm feeling really good after that. I think I'm ready to record a good episode today, guys.
I'm so relaxed.
Yeah.
That's okay.
God, that meditation
Yeah,
worked.
hey,
Doesn't it?
we are ready to record, and we have been
let's do
recording
it
this
now.
whole time.
Oh, fuck. Howard.
But it's only been a couple minutes, guys. It's only been three minutes or something. This is the best one I've done yet.
You know
All right.
why I'm
I hope
disappointed?
you-
Because I
I
thought we
realized-
were in a relaxation space.
Yeah.
And so to
And we
record
were.
our relaxation, to me, that's just out of bounds.
I hope on your way home today, you're texting while driving and you don't realize
Yes.
it, but you run into the back of a truck carrying a bunch of different length logs. And they stab you and decapitate you. And then that truck continues moving on to its scheduled delivery, which is on the other side of the country, and they don't even know you're stuck back there, kebabbed.
Yeah, I want you to take a trip.
You guys want me to be kebab?
Yeah, we want you to human kebab
And I
across
hope-
the country.
I hope behind you is a truck of green peppers and mushrooms, and it can't slow down, and it slams into you and those kebab on the other end.
And then I hope you all break down in Arizona under the hot, hot sun. And you
Yes.
start rolling down a hill.
And then I hope
What?
you are served because I am obsessed with fajitas. I love
I could go for
fajitas
some
and
fajitas.
kebabs.
Howard, we don't want you hurt. We just want fajitas.
You know what?
We
We'll
were
find-
thinking about fajitas. Who here loves fajitas? Let me get show of hands.
Fajita do.
Fajita do.
Fajita don't.
Anyway,
Hey,
all right.
fajita
well,
you do, fajita you don't.
hey guys, I sincerely apologize for that. Okay, I do. But let's just get into the.
Listen, fajita. Either fajita you do or either fajita you don't, you know?
Hey, fajita about it.
Fajita about it.
Okay. Well, anyway.
What do you mean, okay? Why are you trying to move on?
We're just
enjoying
found
fajitas.
something.
I'm trying to start the episode, guys.
Why is it up to you what the episode is? Can't we just enjoy
Nice
fajitas?
to fajit ya.
Yeah, nice to fajit ya.
Well, it's up to me because you guys have me
Dang,
sit in front of
Howard,
the console.
Where's the fajita? Why are you running out of here like a fire?
Yeah, yeah. Give me the fajita extinguisher.
These are good.
No.
God, fajitas
This
are
isn't
so
Fajita is the gift that keeps on giving.
I don't know. I think we goof too much, guys. I think we goof way too
Okay,
much.
well, I'm not in
Everything's a
class.
joke.
Bob, we had a baby fajita boy.
That one I like.
That was the original
1-800
script for that commercial.
1-800-1010-2-fajita.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you ever need to call someone about how good your fajita is, but you don't have change, that's the number you call.
10,
Please
10,
be
2 fajita.
fajited. Because it's
And
about to
do
begin.
not
The show's
make
about
me
to
fajit myself. Okay? I've said it once and I will not say it again. Do not make me fajit myself.
I hate getting myself fajited. Wait, are we talking about seated now?
I was saying don't make me repeat myself. but I
see.
said fajit myself.
Oh, that's good.
You got-
That's good. I didn't even see that.
But if everyone
you can't
could all
break
be
the-
faceted, that would be great. We could
Okay.
start the episode.
How about we start this thing, okay?
No,
No,
that was not it.
that one sucked.
That was
How
not
about
it.
how about I fajit the intro? Or how about I fajit it? How about we fajit fuck y'all.
Well, probably you've been fajiting your meat all week. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I
You've been
haven't
jerking
I
off
haven't
to complete.
You've been
because Miss-
edging?
no,
Have
no,
you been edging?
Mistress
Close
Trina-
to getting a house?
No,
I heard
Mistress
you were
Trina has-
edging at the home loan
No,
desk.
Mistress Trina has not let me even see the house this week.
Mistress Trina.
Mrs. Trina,
This is Mistress Dr. Trina, right?
yes, she hasn't even let me see the house
She's a
this week.
medical doctor that is also your mistress.
But anyway,
And your Dom.
before we get into that, ladies and
she's
gentlemen.
homeschooling
Most
you.
importantly, your Dom, who homeschools you.
Okay, well,
You're
before we
never
get
too
in-
old to learn from a Dom.
I swear to God. You know what? Let's just not introduce the episode this week. Let's just not. We'll
the
just jump.
point?
Don't swear to God. We're getting struck by lightning in here.
Oh, you think I'm going to get
Zeus.
smited?
Blasphemous.
I've been to heaven and I've seen
Blast
God.
fajitas.
Okay, I've been to heaven and I've seen God, and there's no way He's gonna smite me.
Really?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Smite.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Teacher's Lounge. Used to be the first, best, and only podcast pertaining to issues relevant to the Hamilton High School community, but of course, we are now all back in college, getting new degrees,
Woo!
learning
We're
new
young
skills.
now.
We're-
Partying.
We're young now.
We're young now. I, of course, am Howard Levi's, and I am immortal now. Here, joined by my three. I'm not even
Esteemed
gonna
colleagues.
I'm not even gonna call them friends anymore.
Esteemed.
I will call them my
I
esteemed
am
colleagues.
steamed, actually, that we had to stop this fajita stuff. Steamy.
Okay. Well, why don't you guys introduce
Do you
yourself?
prefer esteemed or a fried?
Esteemed.
I'll say I have pretty low self-affry.
Yes. I have high self-esteemed rice.
Right.
well,
My name is Todd Padre, head recruiter for the.
Todd.
Thank you. Wow.
I'm a big
Is that a
fan.
concierge thing?
I'm a big fan. Yeah.
liked it.
Yeah, well, you need to know how everyone's taken care of. Sam Weatherman, Sexy Sam, the taking care of guy.
Well, you're developing what has been called a DJ stutter.
That's right. That's right.
So you have a speech impediment that sounds a lot like you're hyping up a club.
Oftentimes, yes.
People will get hyped up just when you're trying to. I saw you giving directions.
Direction.
Yeah. You went to take a right
Yes,
on
yeah. Well, actually, if you guys-
Brandon Street.
Yeah, have you heard my my new single? There is no drive-through here.
No.
Well, it's not out yet.
But it's
can't
you
play it for you.
explain. So the scenario was somebody was certain there was a drive-through where you were
At the dorms, because I made
the
a lot
dorms.
of changes.
And so people were driving through the dorms
They were trying to.
for a meal,
and I had to explain to them while the recorder was on.
because you only do room service,
That's right. So far. And the spa at the base floor.
and then you made a single out of it.
Yes. We can move on. Bill Cravy's here.
What's up, Bill Cravey? Things are really taking off for me this week. Me and the Bug Son are looking to take over the campus. Mm-hmm. We're using the laws against the campus. They tried to kick us out because our frat was getting too popular. People are coming from all over the world to join our frat.
Well, I don't think they were kicking you out because it was too popular. I think it was because of the big death.
The big death.
Yeah.
The big death.
Yeah, you guys had sort of a pagan ceremony and someone
Where-
was sacrificed.
Yes. Well, yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's a classic frat party.
Yeah, you guys sacrificed the assistant dean.
But you keep saying they're trying to shut you down because too many people are joining. It's because you sacrificed the assistant dean.
No.
You're trying to spin the story.
Well, we were just trying to have fun, and we spit roasted the dean, the assistant dean, and listen,
On a fire.
on a fire. Yes. Well,
Kebabbed him like we want Howard to have happen to him.
yeah. Howard was jealous of this death.
You had Fadinas.
We did have Fadinas. Yeah, we ate them. That's what you do when you get hungry. We gotta order food. You gotta cook up Dean.
Now, is it true that you guys advertised you were doing Fadinas and John Travolta showed up looking for
Adele
for
Dazeem.
Adele Dazeem?
You know it, baby.
And he did bring a
Travolta.
And he was sorely disappointed because Adele Dazeem still does not exist.
not exist.
But Adina Menzel was at the party, and he had no idea who she was.
No, he was like, well, whoever you are not wickedly talented.
But he did.
We heard. Well, we were lighting up the dean. The assistant dean was burning.
Yes.
Because the dean tried to shut us down and said you can't have religious groups on campus, and we said we're a frat. And so we're tying him up. We're roasting him. His body's just beginning to char, and we hear Saturday Night Fever.
Oh.
At first, low, and then we hear, like, is that Travolta? Doodle-a-doot-doot-doodle-a-doot-doot-doot. And Travolta's moonwalking up the street.
Wow.
Famous for that.
And
Famous for moonwalking.
is it true that he did bring a case of Adele Dazeemas?
He did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And this
that-
is his own line that he's trying to get off the ground and it's miserably failing, yes?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
it said taste like Zima, confusing like Travolta.
The last part of all of his products are confusing like Travolta.
That's right.
But here's what I will say about Travolta. Me and him both have hair. We both got hair that grows fast. It grows so fast that we have to get it cut all the time, and our barbers are tired.
You keep adding stuff about your hair. Every week you have a new little detail about how real it is, or that your
Thank
barber
you.
is tired.
now your barber's tired because
He's
your hair
winded.
grows so fast.
My barber is constantly winded.
Because how often do you need to get your long, big hair cut?
I mean, if I let it twice a day, I show up there twice a day.
Okay, well, it doesn't seem like you're someone who has hair or knows how long it takes to grow. Seems like you're sorely overcompensating.
No, everyone's naturally, like when you're a baby or when you're a kid, your hair grows 16 inches a month. No. Really?
I don't think so.
Bill, just a few years ago, this wasn't happening to you. Your hair was not growing at that pace. And now recently...
Oh, are you talking about my bald phase?
Yes, that phase.
That's a tip. Everybody
That
goes
was
through
like
a
adult
bald-
puberty for you?
Yeah, it's like, it's a midlife crisis. It was.
Bill, take it from a guy who's always lying to people's face. You got to bring it down a little. You're going too
The
big
hair
with
is
your
too
lie.
high?
Well, the hair is too high, and twice a day, no one's going to buy. Once a week is frequently, and I would at least buy that. No one thinks you're getting your hair cut twice a day, especially when it is that thin and tall.
Oh, yeah. So, you are so fucking jealous, Todd. You are so jealous of my
this actually might be
wispy,
true.
tall hair.
What? I've never been jealous in my whole life. Why would I
Todd,
start
you're the
now?
most jealous person I've ever met.
I've never
in my
met
life.
anybody who's as quickly.
Every one of
quick
your
to being
decisions
jealous.
is based on someone who's wronged
Travolta
you.
didn't
That's
come
not
to
true.
any of your shit this week, and Travolta was all over my Dean sacrifice. All over it.
What do you mean? Like he was really pigging out? Chowing down?
Yeah, Dean. Chris Travolta ate
Yeah,
Dean.
yeah.
I had
Dean.
to tap Travolta on the shoulder and say, "Hey, buddy, save a little Dean for the rest of us."
Yeah.
And he wouldn't even acknowledge me.
Travolta went back for seconds.
And I heard Travolta saying something about wanting to take his face off.
That's what he said.
Really? That's unbelievable.
And he said it a few times.
And kind of weird.
Yeah, kind of weird.
He did.
He was making eye contact with everybody as he said it. Also,
Jesus
just
Christ.
looking them
that
in the eyes.
Travolta is weird. It's weird that all of his movies are just sort of, they film him. And then,
Yeah.
and then they write the movie around it.
Well,
They make the
he
poster.
said, this tastes a little dry. Did you guys cook this with grease?
Right, hoping, of course, that you had.
And we hadn't. We don't cook it with grease.
Of course,
We
you have a
buttered
spit.
it. We buttered the Dean.
Part of the Dean.
Right. Right.
We covered the Dean in Lowry's.
Right? And yeah, I heard him at one point saying, "Hey, I've been to a barbecue before. This is no phenomenon."
Well, you know how
Yes,
well, the
that's
Dean,
right.
The Dean was trying to shut down our frat. And the assistant dean he was out to get us, and we made him go bye-bye. But nobody has known because we put in a replacement, a perfect impersonator of the assistant dean.
Everybody knows
Perfectly
they're trying to kick you off campus. Who is this impersonator? We all saw him.
Yeah, and I bet you couldn't tell that it was not the assistant dean.
We all knew it was John Travolta.
No,
He's
it's not
not
John
that good
Travolta
of
in
an
his best
actor.
role yet.
Yes,
It's
it
not
is. He
John
keeps
John
saying
Travolta
that.
in the hairspray costume.
Yeah.
The assistant dean was a man, and he is dressed up like an overweight woman.
Travolta's going too far on this one. Again.
Travolta is reprising his hairspray role as fooling the assistant dean's family. And it's unbelievable.
I'll say no one on campus is fooled somehow.
you're right.
I think the family is fooled, but I think it's cognitive dissonance, or they can't accept that their father was eaten. So they're accepting that this new Travolta woman is their dad and husband.
Yeah, it literally is unbelievable. People cannot believe it because it's so obviously false.
You'll see.
I don't like that threatening tone.
You'll
Ever since
see.
you've been hanging out with Bogson, you've had a real evil streak.
Your whole frat got those "you'll see" tattoos that everyone's a little
Yes,
concerned with.
you will see. You'll see.
What will we see?
Well, you'll
You're
see.
just a frat, right? So there's
Soon
nothing
you'll see the
ominous?
rest of the tattoo because it's an ongoing tattoo.
Oh, interesting.
That's not the end of the sentence.
Okay.
That is not.
Now, ongoing, do you mean that it's hidden beneath your waistband that we can't see?
Oh yeah, and our jeans are going to get more low rises the further we go on. So you'll see the rest of the tattoo.
Oh, what cut are you guys wearing these days? I noticed you guys all wearing the same cut of Levi's.
And anti-zipper, opposite zipper.
You're wearing the Levi's opposite zippers. I thought that was a new. It looked good on you. I'll say
Well,
that.
it really showcases the base of your penis, and it pushes it down hard, so your sack smashes around each edge. So you really get to see sack, smashed sack, and top of base.
Yeah, it looks like there's a big piece of broccoli in your pants all the time.
Well, you'll see. You'll see.
What, so there might be broccoli in your pants? Is
I
that
don't
what you're
know.
saying?
Oh yeah. Well, let's just say there's not ants in my pants. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't. Well,
Well-
speaking of sacks, it has been a good week for me in my relationship with the football team. As you know, I was a helmet last week for some of the players. I got to play mouth guard for a few plays.
Ooh, disgusting.
But I was getting a little tired of that position on the team, so I've actually become the number one recruiter for the team.
And just a reminder, you did start this by saying, speaking of sacks. So,
Yes. Well, because I'm talking about football.
okay. There's not a more
But
specific
speaking of
list.
sacks, I recruited the number one prospect linebacker for next year. He's a high school senior right now, and I got him coming to the team. I am the biggest asset for recruiting that this football team has ever
Wow.
had.
And who is this guy?
Someone you know, or
What? No.
a teenager from the past, or something?
Who maybe
Someone you maybe have an adversarial
yeah,
relationship
someone
with?
who's maybe been resurrected, who you'd have to resurrect to maybe make them
And
play the
I
game.
think you guys are making
and you would
multiple
disappear
suggestions here.
anytime he was around?
I feel like there's two suggestions going on here. One is that the man my wife left me for is the top prospect
Child.
in the country. Well, he's 18 now, and is the number one linebacker in the country. And maybe I recruited him.
Well, because he's
I saw
huge.
them.
That
I
guy
saw
is a
them-
great athlete.
I saw them playing footsie at Village Pizza the other night. Just so you know, they're still together. They love each other.
yeah, he's got huge feet.
I don't mind because he's making me a lot of money. Okay. And the other suggestion sounded like Pod Tadre was coming back from the grave. And I am happy to announce here for the first time ever that starting at fullback next year.
I thought it was a linebacker.
Well, no, the linebacker is the man my wife cucked
Okay.
me for.
Okay.
Cuck.
Pod Tadre
Cuck.
has committed to our school to play fullback.
Wow.
So
Pod?
Wow.
Pod's going to be here, and he's going to be once again fulfilling my dreams of playing for a D1 football
And
team.
where do we stand on this? Have we outed Todd as Pod, or are we still
I mean,
not sure?
he was
I
outed
don't
in
know
front of
where
the whole
we
town.
left this.
He was outed in
but
front of the
I
whole
think
town.
He thinks this is a separate person,
right,
and he's
because
got a string.
we know this is you.
Look, all I know.
Listen, Todd.
And you killed
Take
this
it
person.
from someone who lies directly to people's faces about their big hair because they're actually bald. You can't pull this off. I've got them fooled.
No, I'm not lying to you. Look, I'm in a wheelchair. Pod Tadre can walk. That's a big one.
That's
a very
That
big
is
one.
big. And it's so
Okay?
big, almost like you've been setting it up. or something.
Todd, you danced into here to Hey Ya before
Forgetting.
recording.
You dragged your
left
wheelchair.
your wheelchair in here the whole week we've been gone.
Oh, well, look, I went to a doctor to talk about this, and it appears that I have weekend at Bernie's disease.
Oh,
That's not real
no.
talk. There's no way that's
Oh,
real talk.
no.
Well, I take it up with Dr. Mannequin, okay? Because
Is this your ENT or a different doctor?
what?
An
No.
ENT diagnosed you? with-
Yes, this is my ear, nose, and throat doctor, Dr. Mannequin, who I go to as a general practitioner.
Good. Well, they got to have a
Now, is he still in
specialty.
the same location at the very front of a J. Crew?
No. His
At the
other,
window
his,
at the window of a J. Crew?
his other location closed down. So now you can
What,
find
the
him.
middle of a Nordstrom?
Yes, now you can find him in the middle of a Nordstrom, which is where I see him regularly.
So you have to do your appointments sort of less in a room window situation and just like near the makeup counter at a Nordstrom?
That's right, and boy, do I get headaches from the perfumey stink in there. I leave feeling worse than when I came there, which I'd love a diagnosis on. But
Do you think perfume stinks?
yes, perfume
What?
is. I love the smell of a human.
Oh, okay.
I don't love that.
Do you think
perfumey-
potpourri is a bad cereal?
Yeah, answer, Todd. Just a second. What?
Because
We want to get a handle on your olfactory.
Yeah.
Look, I think perfume is the worst thing I've ever drank,
Weird.
and potpourri is probably the only cereal I like less than cornflakes.
And this is
Okay,
coming
but
from
it's
somebody who
not
loves the
cereal.
taste of paint.
Yes.
What's that?
right.
This is coming from a person who loves the taste of paint.
Yeah, well, that's a love-hate thing because it's an addiction. But I do
see.
drink
That one
paint on
makes
the
sense.
regular. But yeah, if I go to someone's house and I see the potpourri in their bathroom cereal cabinet, I know that we'll never fully get along.
What else is usually in a bathroom cereal cabinet?
I mean, in mine,
Yeah.
Lucky Charms,
What do Lucky Charms look like, Todd?
they're in a little pill bottle.
Well, Todd, I remember going to your house and seeing in your fridge and on like the bottom rung of the door where you usually have, like sodas that have been in there way too long or something you're never going to drink. You had Febreze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that something you think is a drink but that you don't
Well,
like?
I keep it for guests. I don't really love it, but you keep a little Febreze in if you're entertaining there, and you think people are going to want to drink or something like that.
I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you also shot a commercial for Febreze recently that sort of aped the Sunny D ad where you look into your fridge and you say, you guys want something? I've got the purple stuff, Sunny D, Febreze.
That's right.
And by aped, he means you wore a costume.
Yeah. So it's me and a bunch of...
So you aped their idea, meaning you made the main character an ape.
Same commercial, but you added an ape.
You've aped so many things. Remember when you aped ER,
you
the
aped a
sitcom?
birthday party one time.
I aped ER. I did ER live. I aped that idea.
Why do you ape? What is it in it for you for aping?
Because you are not only stealing the idea, but you're making the main character an ape.
Right.
Which is you in light makeup.
Yes.
Well, a lot of production value goes into aping something, and the thing I'll happily skimp on is makeup and wardrobe and sound.
For the ape.
Those are my big ones.
And when you when you do blocking, you'll be like, oh, imagine I'm walking on all fours right now.
Yes. Yeah. A lot of it is telling the audience to suspend their disbelief.
Right.
Imagine this is an ape doing this.
Right. I saw you ape the Avengers, but you didn't have the budget, so it was just you in a black box theater with a camera sitting?
Yeah. Well, this was very low budget. It was very interesting. People, a lot of friends came and they really didn't like it. But I think I was really challenging.
You can't trust your friends.
And I think it was the material. It was this Avengers material.
Right.
You know what was big, though? I humaned Planet of the Apes.
You did. And how'd that go?
Well, the whole premise of the thing is kind of based around apes and humans, and apes come when it's just humans in cages and they start talking and taking over. Everyone's like, "What is happening here?" I got a lot of what is happening here. On
the comment cards.
Yeah, which I stopped putting out because they were so disrespectful. The comments.
Didn't you try to make a card game? And sell it to Vegas called comment cards?
I don't know why I wouldn't have.
Well, it seems like you'd sink a lot of money into it and then probably lose most of that money when they don't buy it. Is that what happened?
Well, the first thing that happened was I showed up at the casino and they said, we don't buy game ideas from a man that comes in. I said, what about Poker Guy? They said, that's not how it works. I said, okay, what about Keno? They said, same thing. I said, what about Mr. Blackjack? And they said, sir, you have to leave.
Those aren't people.
I said, I'm not leaving until I get my free drink.
Yeah.
They said, you get free drink when you gamble. I said, I am bankrupt. I can't do that right now. I spent all my money on this comment cards.
As someone who dated Mrs. Slot Machine... This is a tough business to get into.
Well, maybe you could have helped me with that I would have loved Mrs. Slot Machine to help me out there. The game is this. You sit at a table.
Good.
And there's a bunch of cards that say, how's your experience here? Uh-huh. And you deal them out. Mm-hmm. And people have to hint at what their cards say the experience was. And you guess the other person's cards.
Oh, it's like apples to apples or something.
Yes, okay. Exactly. And the two options are great and terrible. Mm. So there's a 50-50 chance every time. And it's a lot of bluffing that goes on there. Lowest hand is $3,000. Inventor of the game gets a 90% cut.
So that's where they get you right there
that's
at the
where
end.
They get you.
Inventor of the game. And is he dealing the game always? Or is
Inventor
he sort of...
is dealer, and that was the subtitle name of the game.
Inventor is dealer. So it's called Comment Cards, subtitle, Inventor is Dealer.
Yes. Okay. So if anybody in Reno or Atlantic City is interested in this, you can even do it as a house game. I'll come to your house and I'll deal for you.
Is Vegas fully out? Everyone in Vegas? Is that why you said Reno or Atlantic City?
Everybody in Vegas is out. Casinos, small businesses, the weed shops.
You pitched to the Bunny Ranch also, right?
I pitched to the Bunny Ranch. I was the first person the Bunny Ranch turned away on site.
Wow. Because they let... so many scumbags in there.
That's right. Well, Air Force Amy and I have a history.
You were in the Air Force together.
We were in the Air Force together. That's right. And we were on a clandestine mission, and I tried to kamikaze.
So she's not too hot on you for that.
So what's that?
She's not too hot on you because you tried to murder her in a plane.
You were the first person to receive a corroded heart. Is that true?
That's right. It's the Razzie of the Army. And whoever lost the most recent election gives it to you. So Bob Dole gave me a corroded heart.
It's, you know...
I like that system is in place. It's got to be there.
It was really fun. It was me, Elizabeth Berkley, Screech.
All, of course, members of the Air Force.
Yeah, we all served in the 92nd Airborne together.
Saved by the Bell, the Air Force years was very interesting.
I thought it was weird that they just replaced Kelly and didn't explain it.
Right.
Yeah, and that they kept the football referee.
Yes.
Wow.
Moving on.
It's insane.
I'm excited about coming back around. I'm excited to see what how much money I make getting these recruits in here on campus.
Well, Pod is decorated. Everybody loves Pod, so if anybody can turn it around, it's Pod.
That's right. First ever 14-year-old to play college football as a starting fullback.
That's going to get a lot of people in the seats.
And now, did you recruit a 14-year-old because he was the best you could find? You couldn't find any 18-year-olds, or what's the goal here? Is Todd really that much better and that much more advanced than men 4 years older than him?
His name's actually Pod. I don't know why you called him Todd.
Oh, my mistake.
By accident.
I don't know what the confusion is either.
It happens all the time, weirdly. No, well, I went around to people that looked athletic, and I said, hey, kid, let me talk to you. How would you like to make some money real easy?
This is your recruiting process.
Yeah, I said, and you get a free education.
Oh.
4 years.
Yeah.
If you don't get injured or killed.
Tingered.
Or tingered, you could play in the NFL with the big dogs. And I said that, and a bunch of people said, well, do you have credentials? Do you have a business card? Which, of course, I did. They said most business cards are printed. They're in English.
You had the label to a package?
Yours are hastily written in Spanish and they're nutrition facts?
That's right. Well, I think my business card guy's ripping me off.
And where do you go? Do you go to the supermarket to get your business cards?
The supermarket?
Yeah.
No. Why would I go to the supermarket? I go online to www.losfactosnutriciones.com.
I've never heard of that website.
Los Factos Nutriciones?
That's right. It's business cards in Spanish.
I don't know. I'm not sure if it is.
Well,
But good for you.
If I'm wrong, I wasted $3,500.
Oh, I have wasted a lot on business cards as well. So I'm right there with you. That's
Well, you
hard.
just keep changing. You keep minutely changing your business every couple of days. That's the problem.
And
You-
I buy very expensive cards.
Yeah. I think you should put a pause on the sort of producing marketing materials for a little while until you really land on the final product. Because right now, your business is just expanding at an increasingly crazy rate.
You said the word pause, which I think is very interesting. Pause like animal pause. Maybe we need to bring some animals into the spa.
Maybe.
That's because this goat yoga is really popular right now.
Right.
I've wasted a lot of money on business cards as well.
Yeah.
I mean, because I got some space in all of the Walgreens card sections. All across America
your business card.
for my business cards.
Yeah.
And it turns
And
out
you're selling them.
Well, they're not going. They're going of what's the opposite of hotcakes? Diarrhea.
Yeah,
They're
selling
going like
diarrhea.
packaged diarrhea.
Diarrhea
They're selling-
muffins, maybe, just to go
selling-
fully opposite.
Yeah, they're selling like diarrhea muffins. So not good.
Right.
But they're perfect. They open them up. You open them up, and they say things like, "If you'll have a seat, he'll be with you in 5 minutes."
And that's for
Bogsan?
No.
Or just
This is just an idea I
that's
have.
an idea you had. Well, I think one of the issues might have been that you really locked into the condolences section of the greeting cards.
Right, yeah.
And I think people are already so sad, and they're looking. There's not as many options, and you've taken away one, and they're like, "This is a business card." I've tried to give someone condolences on the death of the
Right.
family.
I did remove all of the condolences sections and
The whole
replace
section,
it.
yeah.
And I tried to, get some combo cards going on.
but they were all with beefcakes on them.
Yes.
You used like the beefcake birthday idea for condolences.
Exactly. I was like, I'm sorry. And they were specific, I'm sorry your husband died in that tractor trailer incident. But, and then it would say B-U-T-T, and you'd open it up, and it'd be a big beefcake's hole.
Silver lining.
Like a close-up on the hole.
Yeah.
As if, yes, this man or woman's husband died, but at least they can look at this close-up of a butthole.
And that was selling well or not selling well?
What is the opposite of hotcakes?
Packaged diarrhea muffins.
Packaged diarrhea muffins left out in the sun.
Yes.
We're selling like those.
Oh, not at all.
Well, I'm willing to invest in this idea because I think you have something here. I think we haven't nailed it yet, but I do.
Right.
Let's get on Los Factos Nutriciones and we'll figure out some of these to plan out.
Absolutely.
And you're going to be like an angel investor and that you have no money to invest, so you kind of won't really be there?
Right. An investor in name only almost. So, it'll say
So a
Todd
demon
Padre on it.
investor.
I'll be a demon investor.
Let's take a little break. I'm tired.
Well, I'm pretty tired too. Howard, really quickly, what's going on with your ass?
Well, I mean, it's same old stuff. I've been having a rough time in class. Med school is hard, even if you are being homeschooled by your dom.
Mistress Dr. Trina.
Mistress Dr. Trina, she's homeschooling me. We actually had our first experience with a human cadaver this week.
And are you the cadaver?
I was the cadaver. It was really shocking, honestly.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So you what's that called? Autopsied yourself?
Yeah. It was it was wild.
Because you're immortal, but you can still feel pain.
Yeah, and she said, well, it'd be illegal for us to get a dead body because we're not licensed by the state in any way, but you are
Trust
a dead
me,
body.
I know that.
You are a dead body, so we'll do this. We, of course, did it as sanitarily as possible.
So technically you are dead. You're immortal, but you're living dead.
I'm immortal in that my consciousness can never die.
Interesting.
It'll live on, whether in my body or in some sort of other. I wish you could upload me into a computer.
So as
I
long
would
as your
love that.
brain goes and your eyes and your head go to a new thing, you're still you.
I think that's it. As long as my
Good to know.
memory box
That's
stays
really good to
intact. But anyway,
Information I may use.
yeah.
What'd you learn about your body?
I learned that I've got a fat heart. My heart is very fat.
And does that translate directly into kindness?
No. It translates directly into easily fatigued, winded from little exercise.
not
So
like
a
a
bigger
kind
heart
No.
that pumps more blood makes you more tired.
No, it's not that. It's a fat heart, as in my heart is made of mostly fat.
Your heart is overweight.
My heart is overweight. My heart's a fat ass. Yeah.
I saw your heart at the barbecue place the other night.
Right.
And
This is a new development that my heart is sort of autonomous from my body. It sort of makes sure, similar to your feet, Bill, my heart makes
Right.
choices that
And
my
mine
body
its
doesn't
own.
want to. So and when I opened up my chest, my heart was like,
Can I
now's
be
my
honest?
chance.
I saw a commercial the other day, and your heart was playing a junkie.
right, your heart
Really?
is a pretty good actor.
It was like,
Good
yeah.
actor.
It's
Your
like
heart got that part?
Yeah.
But he looked so bad that he was playing a fucking drugged out junkie.
But that's
What's
the
up,
problem.
Todd?
When his heart loses weight, he's not going to get those parts anymore.
That
It's
is
not-
true.
he's
Hollywood's
not as
vicious.
funny, if you will.
My
Right.
heart, in the time
Good
that
for
I
him,
did
good for
open
him.
heart surgery, that I did this open heart sort of autopsy on myself, my heart jumped out of my body and had a lot of experiences. It went and auditioned, got the part, shot the commercial.
Wow.
Wait. Was that your heart I saw with my ex-wife later on in the day?
Must
What's
have
your
been.
ex-wife's name?
This was always an issue between her and I.
Because
it was one of our
you
big-
didn't know her name.
Well, no, I knew what I thought
Typical
her
women.
name was,
Right.
but it was just like, if I'm calling you the name I think your name is, why does it matter if it's right or wrong?
Right.
As long as I think it's Olive, that's what I'm calling you the right name.
Okay, well,
You
my
would call
heart,
her N Olive.
I said an Olive.
my heart is not seeing someone named N Olive, but
Okay, good.
my heart is seeing someone who recently broke up with an old man.
A pistachio?
She broke up with a
Mustachio?
pistachio. It was actually a mustachioed pistachio.
man.
A mustachioed pistachio.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So my heart,
Mr. Peanut's brother.
Mustachioed pistachio.
I,
What a family of actors.
Yeah, and now my heart's doing its own thing. So
Yes.
we'll see what happens there. But my heart's doing really well, and my heart consciously is doing really well as well because me and Mistress Dr. Trina are like hitting it off.
Good.
That's good.
Well, she's hitting you.
Yeah, she's hitting me off. It's like, people say like jerking off or like beating off.
But
She
your
hits you till you
thing
come.
is
She hits you in the head till you come.
Yeah, she bops me on the head until I ejaculate.
Using an arcade style thing, or what do you mean bop?
She uses like a
Yeah,
mallet
are
from
you
a whack-a-mole.
in a little thing and you pop up through little holes
Yeah.
and you get bopped down?
Yeah, we built a whack-a-mole
Must be huge.
in her house.
Whack-a-hole.
A whack-a-hole.
Whack-a-hoe.
Yeah, whack-a-hoe is what she calls it. She calls me a hoe as well. So.
okay, so she calls it whack-a-hoe.
Yeah, it's got a big sign up there that says whack-a-hoe. So anyway, I'm
Yeah,
happy.
I fucking won a
Wait.
ton of tickets the other night from your dumb ass. I went home with a big fucking lollipop.
You're still sucking on that thing. I've seen
Yeah,
it.
I am. I'm taking it to the news station. I didn't tell you guys I got a job as a, I'm studying communications and I got a job as a newscaster.
You did?
Yeah. And let's
Good.
just say I'm getting some of my own views into the news.
Oh, good.
Let's just tell you that.
Yeah, we know.
You know what I
we
mean.
definitely know.
You
know what
guys
you
have
mean.
seen me do the weather and the sports, right?
Yes.
Isn't it? Does it seem slanted?
Slightly. It seems
Are you
a
sure?
bit of a directive.
Well, shit, I thought it was pretty straightforward.
I've just never seen somebody fit such conservative views into a weather report.
Welcome to your digital course catalog. The following courses have just been added for next trimester. Biology 211, Advanced Human Anatomy. Must submit headshot, full body, nude, front and back, and attend American Idol-style auditions to apply. Chemistry 399, Advanced Chemistry with Kevorkian's Corpse. Professor is a corpse, so class will be pass-fail and listed as independent study. Prerequisite, must have diagnosed terminal illness to enroll.
All right. Well, today ain't no different than every other day. And we got a great guest in the lounge. She's become like a good friend of all of ours since we started coming to school here. She's a friendly face that we see, for me, twice a day, usually. And that is Dolly Price from the Pick Me Up Cafe. She is a waiter at the Pick Me Up.
I'm a waitress.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's all right. I thought I went for the non-gendered version.
No, I believe in having gender roles, strong gender roles.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm sorry. I apologize out of the gate.
That's
Do
okay.
you think that, it's host versus hostess?
Well, if it's a gentleman,
If it's a gentleman snack,
it's a host. Oh, wait, say it again.
hostess candies?
like cupcakes.
Oh, hostess
those feminine?
cupcake. Well, I think they are. Don't you?
I mean,
I
yeah,
think they
absolutely.
are.
I mean, Little Debbie.
Like-
Little Debbie is obviously a woman.
A ho-ho.
Is she? A ho-ho, yes, a ho-ho.
A ho-ho is
Uh-huh.
a female snack cake.
Absolutely. Snacks are girls. Absolutely.
Right.
Because, like, ice cream, that's a girl.
Men
What-
are savory, crispy snacks.
Yes, they are.
Tater tots.
Right,
That's
that's,
French
a
fries,
male.
yeah.
Yes.
That is a man.
That is a representation of a
Chicken
man.
fingers.
And now-
That's a man.
Because I don't eat sweets anymore.
And it's interesting.
You
that,
don't.
It's interesting
No.
that this is what comes up first because you are actually known for being quite a judgmental waitress.
Well, I'm working on it.
You're working on becoming more judgmental or
no,
less?
I know that I'm not supposed to be as judgmental as I am.
Right.
I was raised Assemblies of God. I still have that in me.
Well, because the first time I went in there, you rewrote my whole meal for me.
Right. You said no too much.
Well, you ordered nothing but brown food. You had a whole plate. You wanted
Hamburger
a chicken
steak.
fried steak.
Yeah.
You wanted tater tots. You wanted a roll. I don't see anything
And
there
he said
that has
burn
a
it.
color.
He said burn the roll. I want it to be dark brown.
Well, my doctor, Dr. Mannequin, has me on the brown diet right now.
And this is an actual mannequin.
Well, no, it's not.
No, it's a real doctor in the
No,
middle of
it's a mannequin.
Nordstrom.
It's a human being I see.
That is not good for your poop at all.
Well, I think you eat what you want your poop to be. I want my poop to be brown, so those are the colors I eat.
It's not not necessary, Todd.
Yeah.
But
It
it's
always
going to
goes
have a
that way.
consistency of like mousse.
Now this is
It's gonna
another
be
service.
light. Well, it's going to be light, and you're going to want to rub it in your hair to get a good style.
That's right. That's right.
You know nothing about hair. You just don't know anything about hair, Bill.
My hair is long. It grows super fast, and it's perfect for a perm.
It's green. It's green,
In fact,
Bill.
I'm donating it to children with cancer. I am.
You'll kill them faster if you give it to them. Keep it away
No,
from
my
those
hair
kids.
is real.
No.
It's dark, and it leaks dye onto my face. And I'm giving it to kids with cancer because they need it more than me.
Well, they're going to be grateful for it.
Thank you. Thank you, Dolly.
Dolly, you've been at this diner for a long time now.
Yeah.
What's it like seeing only the same age people all the time? You know, everyone graduates and moves on. You're only serving college students most of the time, right?
Oh, well, that helps keep me young. I'll tell you right now. I mean, you might be surprised to hear this. I'm 74.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if I wasn't working at a diner that serves mostly college kids,
Yeah.
That is
I tell you right now, I would look like I am.
That is really
74.
surprising
Yeah.
because I thought you were in your mid 110s.
Did you?
That's what I thought.
Well, that's the opposite of what I was hoping
Well,
to show.
you are wearing a Quicksilver sweatshirt and a backwards hat.
You dress very
You
young.
dress very young.
You and I
Right.
have very similar style.
Right. Well, some
You're
girls
wearing
in
board
fashion
shorts and you're
merchandising.
holding a boogie board.
That's what I was told to do because I was recruited by the fashion merchandising department
Oh,
to do a makeover.
Oh, you're an influencer.
Well, I guess I am now. That's what the girls told me after they gave me the board shorts.
And these girls then took pictures of you.
Right. No, I have a whole, they created an Instagram account.
Oh no,
for
what's
me.
it called? I hope it's in good spirit. I hope.
Yeah, I
it's
hope
in
they're
good-
not. You know, I hope they're not tricking you.
I hope
guess
it's
is what
not
we're
called
saying.
"Look at this old lady we dressed up."
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't look at Instagram. They just told me.
And it's always surf-related clothing.
What were some of the other photo shoots they've had you do?
Well, let's see. They had me in nice overalls.
And also
I
bad
didn't know
ones?
there were anything as good or bad. I
Yeah.
thought they were all kind of gross.
No,
were like-
they were fitted to the body. They were like
Okay.
they're like overalls that were made by a fashion designer.
Then that is nice. That is
They were
nice.
very tight-fitting overalls
yeah, they
on
were
you.
very tight
Okay.
overalls.
Now,
Okay, so
Dolly,
can't really tell from that one.
You had on a shirt underneath, like a shirt.
I wore a tube top.
Okay.
Dolly, I'm gonna go ahead and say
Dolly,
what
what's
I'm gonna go
what-
ahead and say what I think is going on.
What do
and,
you
it- and
think,
it's
Howard?
and it's
Hit 'em.
sad that kids at this college would do that.
God,
but kids
they're-
are mean these days.
Kids are
They look at middle-aged people like us.
We've all been on
and
this Instagram.
and they make a goof out of you. They say, "Wouldn't it be really
No, they
funny?"
No, they don't.
Todd,
Todd.
they do.
I'm with you, Dolly. If kids are treating you nice, it is genuine. I'm friends.
Todd, no.
I'm friends with a bunch of these college kids. I get their beer for them.
You're skateboarding
I
with some
drive
of these
them around.
kids?
I would skateboard if I wasn't in a wheelchair now.
You can walk.
No, we'll see. I doubt it. But
Another
I
thing
don't
we'll
think
see.
you should have your feelings hurt. I think this is like, did you ever see that documentary, Advanced Fashion? It's a man who follows.
No, that would be a no.
He takes photos of elderly women who have very great style and are very
Boisterous.
bold and boisterous.
Oh, I see.
I think that's what these kids are probably doing with you.
Well, I think you could construe it that way if you just didn't read any of the captions. I think that's the problem. I've seen the Instagram because I
What's
found out
it
I
called?
was on there. Huh?
Do you know the handle?
You were on there?
Yeah, I found out I was on
They
there and I checked
accidentally
it out.
tagged you, right?
They accidentally tagged me on Instagram.
Because your Dom put you on there?
My Dom put me on Instagram, and she posts mean photos of me all the time.
Right,
Yeah.
but you know about
But
that.
I know
you
about
get off
those.
on it.
And
Calls you a pig, a loser, a fat
yes,
shit.
yes. She puts the pig head on me, takes pictures of me naked, and posts them on her Instagram. But I got tagged in one, and it is actually called "Ha Ha look at this old person, we dressed up funny.
That's it.
It's very...
You knew that was the title?
I forgot the we dressed up funny.
Ha-ha.
So you just thought it was
Look
ha-ha?
at this old person. So there's a ha-ha at the beginning?
Yes. It's ha-ha underscore.
At ha-ha.
At ha-ha underscore. Look at this old person, we
That's
dressed up
me.
funny.
So you didn't hear the we dressed up funny part. You just thought it was called "Ha Ha." Look at this old person, which was nice for you.
Well, I don't know. You know the kids and the way they talk.
Right, you thought it was like a false negative or whatever, where
I
they're like,
didn't-
that's
right?
bad.
I
but
didn't
they mean it's
realize
good.
that it was going to be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Aren't there a lot of things like that? You think it sounds bad, but it's real
Yeah.
good, like fat.
Yeah.
PHAT.
PHAT.
Yeah.
I get a bunch of them. I get ugly, which is people complimenting
Bankrupt is apparently not a bad
Get
thing.
away from the school.
me. Guilty.
That a judge told you that, though. He said you were guilty, and you said thank you.
And I was like, oh, it's one of those funny, yeah, you too, my buddy. And then I walked out.
Restraining order.
Well, at least you don't feel bad about this
No.
Instagram
Yeah.
thing. And I guess if it's in good spirits with you, then who cares, right?
I guess if there's a photo on there I don't know about, if they took a picture of me without me looking like that that Playmate did of the woman in the gym a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
that would piss me off.
Well, they
Yeah.
do.
All the
They
They do have
accidentally.
a photo of you in the gym.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to sue.
hell yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
sue those fashion merchandising students.
You are quite litigious.
Well, have you heard that about me?
I
you watch
have.
what you say.
I know. I have, and I have experienced the wrath of your lawyers.
Now, you guys have been in a couple of lawsuits before.
We have. We have.
Well-
And is this small claims sort of Judge Judy level, or is this all
Yes,
the way up?
these are
was small
It's
claims.
around that
small
level. I mean, if we're
small
lucky, we
claims.
get to see Judy.
Well, there was the one that was
call her Judy.
Gravy versus too salty gravy. You
He tried to
complained
sue
that the
me.
gravy was too salty.
Yes.
Well, my fucking ankles swole up because I had too much sodium in my system.
Yeah, but you tried to sue your server for too
Well, it
salty
broke-
of gravy?
It broke off my toe ring and my little hemp anklet.
No, those
and
things
I got
were
those in
weathered.
Daytona when I was 15,
Yeah,
and I've
exactly.
been wearing them ever since.
Exactly.
Everybody
They've
knows
decayed.
that Bill is lucky if he drinks 8 ounces of water a day.
Yes,
That's true.
that's true.
Yeah, I can't find the shit. I can't
Bill,
find
come
it.
on, Bill. It's in every faucet. in
Yeah.
Come on, I
America.
don't like water, okay? I don't like water. I don't like water. I like Crystal Light.
You tried to get on Crystal Light, but then you just started snorting the powder.
Yeah, you started
I
doing
got
Crystal
strung
Light
out on
like
Crystal Light.
cocaine.
Well, it's Crystal. I got
Right.
strung out on Crystal.
You got to be careful with the Crystal Light. If you drink too much Crystal Light, it'll give you headache.
It really will, but I can, water is nasty. It tastes nasty to me. I can't drink it. But you ended up winning in Cravey v. Too salty gravy.
I did, but here we can still be friends.
We can.
You are so
that's,
nice.
That's the thing. Like, we are enemies, but we are still friends.
It's like Michael Bird and Larry Jordan on the courts.
It's
right.
just like
Classic
Michael Bird and
tale.
Larry
Yeah.
Jordan.
Bird and Jordan, Mike Bird.
With you guys, it's in court. You know, that's
Not on.
Yeah, we settle it in the court.
Now, you have such a nice and sunny disposition. I feel like every time I
thank
come down to
you.
the cafe, it's just to pick me up.
Well,
you know?
Sam,
It is.
you are precious for saying so. Thank
Well,
you very much.
And thank you.
One of the reasons we wanted to have you on is because it's big news in the around the campus right now. They're naming a dish after you on the menu.
That's right.
Yes, they are naming a dish after me at the Pick Me Up.
Now, you've been there 60 years, never got a raise.
Right, I started there when I was 14.
Right. And
You took a slight pay cut after the big mix-up, the big plate mix-up,
Right.
when we had a dignitary in town.
Right. I took a pay cut that lasted for
That hurt.
12 years.
Yeah.
and then you took a patriotic pay cut after 9/11.
I did. I didn't get a single. I got tips, but I didn't get any base pay the entire
Really?
year of 2001.
And how have you been living?
Well, I've been living the same way I always been living. I live with my mother.
And she's how old?
She's 93.
Wow. She does
93.
not look it.
She does not.
Look it.
But you say I look like I'm 110?
She looks 150 is what I'm saying.
She's beautiful, but age.
Gorgeous.
Age.
Beautiful for 150.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you saw her because she barely leaves the house now.
I saw Guinness Book of World Records at knocking on her door.
Yeah, they're back.
Says, is this the oldest lady in the world?
They are back.
Oh, she didn't tell me that. Well, I
Maybe
guess-
she's embarrassed.
Did she get it?
I heard she's kind of embarrassed to be the oldest lady in the world.
this
And
one
she
was-
doesn't really want to be in Guinness, so the picture they have of her is her sort of turning away.
This one wasn't oldest lady in the world. It was oldest looking lady in the world.
That's right.
That was a little embarrassing.
Right.
That's why she probably didn't say anything.
Yeah.
But to get back to the dish they're naming after you.
Yeah,
Right?
what is
It's
it?
a casserole.
Yeah, it's a casserole that's got all your favorite ingredients in there, right?
Yeah, it sure does. It's got eggplant.
Cass, yeah.
Weird start.
I love eggplant.
It's good, yeah.
I guess I like it.
It's got eggplant. It's got summer squash.
Okay.
It's got turkey sausage.
A lot of mushy stuff so far.
It's got panko breadcrumbs on top.
Good crunchy.
Okay. Does it have any like
you're gonna have a nice
liquidy stuff to make it not quite as dry? Or
You
is
know it does. It's got cream of celery soup, Bill.
Oh,
Okay,
cream of
okay.
celery. That's where the flavor comes in.
And
Yum.
then a whole bunch of Tillamook cheddar cheese.
Classic.
And it's burnt to a crisp?
All the edges are. You don't
yeah.
want a center square.
Right, yeah.
You want
no.
one that's been in a corner.
And they
Real
they
crunchy.
do donate all the center squares to charity, right?
Blocks
They
for
do.
love, right?
I heard Center Square. I heard Center Square is now Bruce Valanche.
Every casserole comes with a little Bruce Valanche in the middle.
I thought he was too busy.
Actually, Bruce Valanche, he comes to the pick-me-up. He picks up the leavings that we have of center squares, and he brings them to the cancer kids.
And now what about
That is
Well,
very-
lucky for them, they're getting a lot of good luck this week. My hair and Bruce Valanche delivering them casserole. Wow.
you don't have hair?
They're really spoiled. I'm going to say it first. Those cancer kids are spoiled.
Bill, come on. You're going so far to protect your own lie that you're saying cancer kids are spoiled for getting your turf hair.
Listen, I am totally unbiased on the news, but I will let the cancer kids have it.
I mean, can you imagine being a 9-year-old? You don't see a lot. You don't have a lot of joy, and then Bruce Valanche walks through the door.
With a piece of soggy eggplant summer squash
Casserole.
Now, I don't know what you're talking about. Soggy?
I thought Center Square was kind of soggy.
No, it's not. Well, I guess one person's soggy is another person's rich and sumptuous.
That's true. I guess that is true.
I like the center part because my teeth can't deal with the rest of it. So I like a nice soft thing.
You just had opposite veneers, right?
That's right. I had baby veneers put in.
Oh, now I see.
And your teeth kind of move around if there's a breeze in the room.
Yeah,
They're not exactly anchored there.
Yeah, they kind of look like, I don't know, small sheets.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Well, just like I did for my tonsil surgery, I went down south to Canada, and you just can't.
That's north.
What's that?
Nothing.
Oh,
That's north. We can't get into that.
either way, I love this Dolly's casserole. I think it's a great menu item. I said we got to talk about this.
We'll
on the
get
show.
you a glass of center square.
Oh, it comes in a glass, so it is pretty.
So it's
runny.
pretty soggy. It's pretty. It's like a viscous liquid.
Yeah.
Oh well, he can't chew it because of his little sheet teeth.
Now, serving is a tough job. You
Yeah.
sometimes have to work a double. You can end up on your feet all day.
That's true.
So, you're getting a little bit older. Are you having any sort of physical stuff with working really hard, or?
Oh, do you mean am I having any physical ailments?
Yeah, how are you doing? I mean, it's a hard job being a
Oh.
server. People don't, know that.
It's horrible. It's horrible. It's hard on your body.
It's horrible. Gee, well, that's
It's
not what I
a
was
terrible,
expecting.
terrible job, but I'm not going to give it up. I love it because I love working with kids and seeing kids.
Yeah.
And what the Pick Me Up does for me is every year they send me to get Rolfed. that just stretches out my body and resets my body, and then I'm pretty good for a year until it's 365
I've noticed
days
that.
later.
If we see you in January, you're nice and tall.
You are very tall.
Yep.
But if I see you in December, you're sort of
I am
curled up
shrunk.
like a earthworm or something.
That is exactly what my mother says, Sam. She says, "Well, you can't go to work today. You look like an earthworm."
Yeah, and you only come outside when it's raining.
Well, yep. If your spinal column and if your vertebra, if your vertebrae are so compacted that you have lost the ability to stand up straight,
Right.
and you have ventured into earthworm territory.
I've
And
heard
yes,
that.
you only want to go outside when it's raining, and it doesn't rain nearly enough here.
I've heard that about half of the earthworms on Earth are actually ex-restaurant servers.
Oh, I've heard that
also
number's a
heard-
lot
I've
larger.
heard-
I've heard that number is almost
Wow,
100%.
Wow, 100%.
Yes.
Wow.
Well,
Earthworms aren't a thing.
No, those are old
just
servers.
ex-restaurant
Those are old
servers.
ex-servers.
Oh yeah, I caught a largemouth bass with my server the other day.
They're the best bait.
They're the best.
bait.
Yes.
Yeah, I do composting with some ex-servers.
No, but
it's
the good
great.
thing for you, Dolly, is I did see that you got cut in half and you went right along both ends of you.
Right.
And you were twice as productive.
Yes.
I was. I don't know where the other one. What happened to the other Dolly? It was
I
real
think
fun
she's-
for a little while. It was like having a sister.
Honestly,
I don't
she's
want to
doing
say
great.
this, but I think she's mayor. I think so.
You think she's the mayor of the town?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta say, not to be judgmental, like I can be, but other Dolly was pretty stupid.
Right.
Well, because other Dolly didn't have a top half, so her brain wasn't there.
Well,
she
I
was
mean,
kind of
Well,
just
it
like,
wouldn't be the first politician to be a little stupid out
Oh,
there.
ain't that
Wow,
true?
Todd.
Sorry, I know you're the one getting political, Bill, but
Wow, that's so true. A lot of them don't have a ton of brain power, but as long as they can talk good, I will listen. I will listen.
tell us this, Dolly. Have you ever wanted to work a different shift than the one we would call the stumbling in drunk shift? It's the kind of like 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. shift.
Right.
Because you're getting a lot. It's when I would say college students are at their least fun to be around.
Yeah, and you have the worst shifts on the schedule for some reason.
Well, I asked for those shifts, Sam. Those, I definitely prefer those shifts. You want to make me unhappy? You know what you're going to tell me to do? Come into work at 6 a.m. and work a breakfast shift with a bunch of old businessmen and truckers. That ain't going to make me happy. No way and no how.
No, why not?
Give me the middle of the night because, yes, college kids are drunk. Yes, college kids are assholes.
Okay.
Yes, college kids are drunk assholes. They come in waves. We're not getting a whole bunch in at once. They come in waves. I have a lot of downtime to read my Mary Higgins Clark books.
So you like to work a grueling shift all night just so you can read occasionally?
I like being able to read on the job. It makes me feel like I'm getting away with something.
Okay.
And you read out loud, right?
That's
and
right.
show the pages.
Right. Well,
Yeah, you read sort of like a fifth grade teacher to the class.
as you know, it was my dream. I told y'all it was my dream to be a narrator and to do voiceover narration.
that
you
was
ever-
the first conversation we ever had. You brought that up, and I was like, this is an odd time to say that to me.
Yeah, you'll often
Well, you
introduce
said-
your failures to your tables as you take
Yeah,
your
one
order.
of the first times I met you, you screamed, "I hate Morgan Freeman."
Well,
And it was because you want to narrate like he does.
he does get to narrate a lot. Yeah, and
He
yes,
does. So
and
you're
yeah,
a little jealous of Morgan.
he does a lot of commercials. I really just want to read the books. That's
Yeah.
all. I mean, I don't even care about television. I just want to read
You wanna
the
do
books.
And
books on
you have
tape.
you've been doing sort of a personal book on tape library,
That's
right?
what I do for
Yeah.
Christmas. Every Christmas, I read a book on tape, a different book on tape. Sometimes I read another one one. Like if it's like my granddaughter Mandy, she likes Harry Potter, and so I read all of those on tape. I didn't give those to everybody,
Right,
but
just
I
for her.
gave them just to her.
Personalized books on tape.
Personalized books on tape. So
Wow.
yes,
You're very conversational. You're very comfortable with us. But I've been in the pick me up when you've been reading, and it is a little slow and a little difficult, I would say. It's kind of hard to follow the story. You get frustrated very easily when you make a mistake.
well, it's true, but we're not perfect people, are we?
No.
No.
We're not.
Absolutely
We're
not.
We all have our little blemishes, our little imperfections that make us who we are. Yes, I might read a little slowly. Sometimes people listen slowly.
But you'll smash a plate on the ground if you get stuck on a word.
Yes, I
I think
goddamn will.
that's what we're talking about. Okay. Don't pick up that saucer over there. It's okay.
Okay, you watch it, Sam.
All right. Well, it seems like maybe you have some anger issues, or I don't know. It seems like you're hiding from society. You love to be
two
around
different
people
things, but both.
What
Like,
the
do
hell
you-
is this?
I don't know. I like you, and I don't know. It hurts me to see you hurting, I guess.
Wow, you say you like me, but then you say that I'm full of rage, which might be a truth, and it might not be a truth.
Dolly, I'll tell you this. I'm also full of rage. I keep it pretty calm, but if you push me,
Yeah.
I'll turn straight up into Alex Jones.
Yeah, this
So
is a
I've
toxic
been
room.
there. I've
I
been
am
there.
not surprised you're wearing a harness right now.
That's true. That's the thing. Well, yeah, this was a gift from my
You're
mistress.
wearing a harness, and there is a coiled line that is going out the door that's shut into the door. I'm assuming your mistress is on
That's
the
an
other side?
electrical cable. I've been receiving low voltage shocks every 10 to 15 minutes since we started recording today.
Oh, wow, you carried so well.
Yeah, at this point, she's just upping the voltage every few minutes. So I'm getting about like a hand buzzer. I'm getting about that voltage right now. But I generally
Was that
can
a
handle
burp?
it. What?
Was that a burp?
Oh, no, I just got a
was you
shock.
getting shocked.
Yeah, she just shocked me. So this harness, it's actually something I bought. She uses it as a means to control me. But I think it also has prevented me from ever having any of those big outbursts because I know what'll happen. It's like a shock collar for a dog.
Is the little Yoda backpack part of the thing, or is
The
that-
little Yoda backpack, that's where the battery packs for this are stored.
Interesting.
And what about the big Yoda hat?
The big Yoda hat. Well, if I'll take it off, you'll see it's just a Yoda hat because I really am a big fan.
the face makeup?
The Yoda face
Yoda
makeup?
face
That's left over from a costume party last night.
Oh, that explains it.
And
Yeah, my costume party where the only thing was don't come as Yoda. That was my only rule.
well,
Only
Rule.
request.
We didn't
And-
really understand the rule. You had 5 people show up as Yoda to sort of buck the trend.
Yeah, I just thought I would be the only Yoda there.
So you had sort of a heavy Yoda party.
Yes.
well, I'm sorry, Todd, but I had to because
Everyone ended up dressed like Yoda there.
It's unbelievable. Todd sends out something saying, please do not do this. And every person that attends does the exact opposite.
It's
thing.
almost like people either dislike me or don't respect me, and
One of the
they
two.
want to show me to my face.
Well, it couldn't be both.
Well,
at
I'm
least we
glad
know
people.
that.
At least people came to this party.
That's right.
But anyway,
It
back-
was not at the quite right night to be celebrating, if you know what I mean. Like,
A Tuesday?
yeah. Something tragic had happened that day.
Oh, okay.
It was 2001.
Okay, so no one comes to my September 11th theme parties anymore, where I say you dress up as anyone but Yoda.
Well, yeah, not on the day. What do you mean anymore? It happens that
September
morning.
11th themed?
The theme of tonight's party was what happened today.
What do they always say? Never forget. and then you throw a party for it, and you're the villain. Okay? I'll have you remember, I never ran out of a building on September 11th.
Yes, you
I
have.
never shoved anyone into a building to get out of there
Todd,
faster.
you classically
you're
threw
lying.
people back into the buildings.
This is ridiculous. Well, I'll have no more of it.
You were the worst. You were the worst thing to ever happen to people.
Don't listen,
on
Dolly.
9/11.
Don't listen. Don't listen.
Well, I've really learned something here today about you, Todd.
Don't listen.
Don't listen to them. It's not true.
Todd pushed people back into the World Trade Centers. It's a dark part of his past, and it's true. It's on tape. It's on tape.
Dolly, you know me. Does anyone tip you better than I do?
Well, I don't want to make you feel bad, but yes.
Oh, Christ.
And what would you say the percentage is that tips higher than Todd?
I would say there's not many. Like, Todd tends to tip 25%.
Yes.
Hey, Todd, you know what? Not bad.
Wait, that's 25?
Yeah, you tend to tip 25%.
I should have finished math. I was trying to do a 5% tip.
Oh,
What's the 2 for then?
well, me and my big mouth.
Oh, crap. Well, 25 is exorbitant. 5% is a good service tip, right?
I don't think so, Todd.
No, that's a very poor tip.
You've been served.
Oh, no, Bill.
Dolly.
Bill's serving Dolly.
You've been served.
What are you suing her
Dolly.
for?
Bill's his own process server.
It's Bill Cravey versus the absence of fajitas. The fajitas disappeared from the menu, and I am furious.
You've been sitting
served.
on this all day,
You've been
haven't you?
fucking served, Dolly.
But Bill, I think you wrote the thing wrong. You've served the absence of fajitas. You didn't serve Dolly.
Bill,
What?
we took fajitas off the menu because an Infas moved in next door to the pick-me-up, and they have good fajitas, and pick-me-up's fajitas were subpar.
Yeah, who gets fajitas at a diner?
Me. And I'm pissed. I don't care what restaurant came
There was
in.
some real bad fajitas we had. We had like stew meat.
Yeah, and it didn't even sizzle. They didn't even serve them on a sizzling plate.
No,
Bill.
Well,
nope.
That's if you look at the fine print, once you get them back, they better be sizzling.
We didn't even have flour tortillas. We'd bring them to you in a pita.
Those were some of my favorite fajitas.
Fajitas.
Fajitas. Fajitas are my favorite. I didn't even know what real fajitas were until those disappeared, and I ate them at a Mexican place.
With quotes around it.
Now, I'm looking at this paperwork here. $1.5 million? I think it's a little exorbitant.
Yes.
For emotional trauma?
Yeah. Yes, they tricked me into thinking all fajitas were fajitas. Look at it.
Well, you're about to get deposed for this, and you're going to have to be honest about some things. This said it made you grow your hair faster, which is a clear lie.
No. It's causing me emotional trauma because my hair gets too long and big, and I sprout new hair.
Your hairs sprout hairs.
Dolly, this is frivolous. Can you even afford a lawyer for this?
Well, I'll get one, and I'll make him pay my attorney's fees when he loses the case.
You make
Well,
Bill
sir.
pay.
So I could do that.
Well,
Yeah,
sorry,
Bill.
I'll make Bill pay my attorney's fees.
Bill pay. This ain't that bill
Actually-
type of pay. No.
It's all small claims court, so we can't have an attorney, and so you're outrageous.
You're about to pay your bill. And it's me.
That's your new I'll see you in court?
Dream
You're
on.
about- Get
Dream
ready
on,
to
Bill.
pay your bill, everybody, because it's me. I'll see you guys at 5:30 p.m. on the local non-slanted news.
That's a pretty good phrase, Bill. I like that.
Nonsense.
Pay your bill.
Oh.
Pay your bill, Dolly.
Nuh-uh.
Okay.
Now she's
We're
throwing her own
we're
catchphrase
getting
back.
Judy for this one. We're not getting stuck with Gloria Allred for this one. We're getting Judy, and we are going head to head. And you're going to see me celebrate in that after court interview. I'm going to go fucking nuts when Harvey Levin puts the camera on me in the lobby. Woo!
So what's your argument in this case, Bill? You wish there were still fajitas on the menu?
I have been tricked by papitas, and I want them back. And if they don't, my hair's gonna stop growing, and I'm gonna lose my mind.
Why don't you make your own fajitas at home?
Come on, Dolly.
I'll tell you how to do it.
No. No, I don't want to.
Hard no.
I can't do that.
Okay, you try to sue me then. You
You'll
file
see.
you try to sue. You suing me or pick me up?
You.
Now, are you allowed to legally sue someone being in your frat and with Bugs on? And do you think this
me
is
and
gonna upset them?
Me and Buxon are. Don't worry. We have our team of lawyers. There's a soft-spoken weird man who's our lawyer, who takes really long pauses, and he has Jeff Bridges' mouth. You know the. When he talks, he's got Jeff Bridges' mouth.
Yeah.
And he is gonna. Oh, wait till you see us at court. We are gonna look like a weird man and an even weirder man.
I don't like it when you and your fraternity come into the pick me up. I will
Right.
be honest. I do not like your fraternity brothers.
Oh, really? Why? Is it because we pray for too long and we all wear the same outfits? A lot of people are calling us a cult.
But that's not praying what you're doing. You're sort of walking around and
We're
scaring
slinging ourselves around and
Yeah.
meditating.
It's not what meditating is.
We're completely
Meditating is much
naked.
more
Our head around.
peaceful.
Yeah, and you guys are completely naked, writhing around on the floor of a public
it's
place.
the orgies that I really struggle with.
Yes.
That's
well, hard
just
to
frat
serve
boy
food
stuff.
down there.
That's just frat boy stuff.
It can't be Hell Week this long, Bill.
Yeah, what? Yeah, come on. You gotta haze each other. We're hazing each other. Okay, I guess what you were. Come on. Leave me alone. I killed the assistant dean.
You're right.
But I replaced him.
You're right. That was a good party.
All right.
Thank
well,
you.
We're coming up on the end of the show today, Dolly. We really appreciate you coming on. Well, three of us do. I don't know if Bill can say the same.
No,
Thank
I'm
you for
glad I didn't
asking
have
me to come to the radio. I've never done it before.
Yeah, well, just so you're aware, this isn't exactly a radio show. This is an internet thing. So this isn't broadcast over the sort of traditional airwaves. So I don't know if your mom will be able to listen.
Oh.
I know you were excited to say that you've been on the radio to
That's
your mama.
okay. That's okay. We don't have a computer at home. I'll just imagine what it's going to be like.
You can just remember doing it, I guess.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
remember the experience
That'll
of doing
be
it.
part of it.
But before we go, is there anything you'd like to tell the listeners? Anybody about anything going down at the pick me up or
Your life.
if any just news about your life that you'd like to?
All the listeners know that they can find you at the Pick Me Up or online at look at this old person we dressed up in funny clothes.
Right, which I've just learned about the rest of it. We're going to start serving the Dolly casserole.
Oh yeah, that's exciting. That's coming up this week, right?
Yeah, the Dolly roll. We're going to start serving it on Wednesday.
Dolly roll on Wednesday. That's great. Now, is that going to be an everyday item or will it be a weekly special?
It's going to be our Wednesday weekly special.
Oh,
so
that's great.
Come on Wednesday if you want eggplant, summer squash, turkey sausage, cream of celery soup.
Cooked until
some-
everything but the middle is burnt to a crisp.
That's it.
Oh,
And
man.
the
Bruce
breadcrumbs.
Valanche takes the center square around. Is he going to be there every Wednesday, Valanche?
Yeah, Bruce Valanche is my best customer. I'm sorry, there, Todd.
Oh,
but, you know,
Jesus.
it-
Well, it's
the
not the
one
first time
person that-
Valanche beat me out for a part.
he's the one person that tips me the most.
Really?
Wow. That's good.
That is surprising.
Well, Dolly, again, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We really appreciate having you.
Thanks,
Yeah, I'll
boys.
see you in court.
And everybody out there listening, hope you enjoyed the episode today. If you didn't, sorry.
And goodbye. And Bogsan, we love you. You're our one true God. Goodbye, everyone.
We're going to say stay
Hey,
flippy.
Flippy.
Class is out and the coffee's on. I got a couple things on my chest, but I got to get off. Cut me some slack and pour me a cup of that joy. Welcome to the